What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Simulator Saturdays. So I'm just going to quickly run through um, a London session for the DAX. I think the last time we tried to do it on TradingView didn't really work out too well, so I've got the actual simulator up this time. We're only going to go run through London session through the simulator. We're not going to do any higher time frame stuff. It's just going to be the lower time frame stuff for the first 2 hours of the session, first 2.5 hours of the session. You can see I've got a date range loaded up from the 20th of January 2012 and until 19th of July 2024. So that's as far back as the data will allow us to go. So that's the full range. What we'll do is we will get a random date generator up. Pick a total of one random dates from the 20th of July 2017. Can't be bothered going all the way back to 2012. It's not as relevant as it is now, as what price would be like now. So we're just going to go from 2017 and get dates. So we've got randomly the 19th of October 2020. So simulation 19th of October 2020. We'll put the account currency in euros, time zone, GMT. Well, we kind of want this is the one we want. This is actually a new feature on this. Didn't used to have the daylight saving time, so that's actually really handy because I used to have to figure out what time the what time the chart was because and figure out what day the daylight savings was. So we'll pick this. No rewinding allowed, so just need to make sure we go quite slowly. Spread we'll do real variable. However, I don't really know what the spread is on Dukascopy or Ducas copy. I don't really know what it is. TrueFX. Yeah, we'll just leave it as it is. History in the chart. Don't really need very much history. Commission per lot. It's probably a what? Probably is only about €1 per lot. So we'll keep that on. So try and make it as realistic as possible. So that should sort us out and we'll start simulation. Only going to do about 20 minutes here. We need the 1 minute chart. We need the 5 minute chart. We need the 15 minute chart. And custom time frame, a 10 minute chart. Should bring the 30 minute chart in as well. I'll put that on just in case. But generally speaking, not going to use the 30 minute time frame. Open the 1 minute, 5, 10, 15, and 30 minute. We'll close this. One thing I need to do though is change the color scheme. We'll go black on white. We'll take the volume off, keep stop levels, bar up and down, and we're not having any grid. Okay. I'll need to save that template. Save template. We'll just go blank. So I can add the template blank onto all these as well. So I'm just going to run through the session and show you exactly how I trade the session. So fairly straightforward, to be honest with you. Not too much drama. Oh, that's annoying. These are all going to be just the individual bars for candles, and we want the candlesticks and not the individual bars. Mind you, you could use the same. You could use them if you really wanted to. Same strategy. Okay. Probably actually gonna add in a 1 hour time frame because it's going to be easier for us to skip to the next session. Won't take as long. Okay, I'll close that. We don't need that to change the. So time is at right now 12 o'clock. So we will skip through until, is that now? That is now. So the next candle opening is, so we're about to get into the open. Okay. So, and I'm just going to go bar by bar. I'm not going to press play on this because I don't really need to. But first, we need to analyze the chart. You can see here we don't have any zones except from potentially here. I'm just going to use the line just now. So what we do, have a look at this zone, go into the 1 minute time frame, and we can see that it's not a zone for us. So I'm going to put clone updated and selected. Not a zone, retested, so delete selected, clone, update, hopefully that's taken off. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go through the session. Oh, almost forgot. So we're going to risk, let's risk 0.5%. It's taking a while to set up. Stop loss is going to be variable and take profit is going to be variable. Okay, so we'll go through. So there you go, that's the open. Big strong push up. No, that was an accident. Going to move into the 10-minute time frame. Okay. Nothing on here. 15-minute time frame. I'll keep pressing that button. That's annoying. Okay. Nothing here. 50-minute time frame. Potentially back down here. All right, and nope, not a zone either. Okay, keep moving on. Let's see if we get a 5-minute zone. Oh. This is potentially a zone down here. Okay, so usually if it's on any other time frames, I don't use the single candles as potential zones, but when it's short-term trading, I do because I'm going to be using confirmations. Okay, so what we've got to do here, so we've got a reaction, we've got price pushed into the area and then pushing away. Go into the 1 minute time frame, let's have a look. So we've got a reversal happening. And what we'll do is we'll go to the next bar. Okay, so no trade yet. Okay, so we've got quite a strong bar here. Because I don't know what the spread is, I will put the stop loss down here. So I can't remember if it's 1,900. And the take profit is going to be back up to the high of that wick, which is 8,000. Okay. One thing I do need to make sure everyone understands as well is I don't take a trade unless it breaks the high of the confirmation candle. This is a very small confirmation candle, so and it's closed at the top of its own wick. So what's probably going to happen is we're probably going to go push down, push up, or push up and come back down. But it's definitely a trade we'll take. So I'm just going to put the buy on at the moment, and we'll see what happens to price. I think we're going to go hit stop loss here, maybe. Yeah, we're going to go and hit stop loss, I think. Ooh, yeah, okay. So you can see here, price was trying to push up as it started, was like tried first, broke down, tried again, broke down, tried again, broke down. And when price starts consolidating like this, it's a telltale sign to me that the supply and demand imbalance is not as large as I was hoping it to be. So nothing you can do about it. That's just what happens in trading. But anyway, we'll move on to the next day. So -1, or well, minus 0.38%. I know we tried to risk 0.5%, obviously. Okay, into the next day. Anything on the 30-minute time frame? Nothing. 15, potentially up here. Clone that. 5-minute, 1 minute. Let's have a look here. Potentially would have ideally wanted price to more or less from this break here broken down and then consolidated underneath it and then gone down, rather than consolidating on the break line. It's not the best, so we're probably going to leave that one. When you have doubts on certain trades, you're better off just not getting into trades. If there's a doubt, that's never a good thing. Okay, so we've got another zone here, a rally, base, and a drop. So this looks like a nice zone for us. Definitely something we are going to have a look at. Make sure we're back into the 5-minute. Okay, so big candle. 42 pip stop loss, it's quite big. And we would try and take it down to here. So what's that? 62. It's not great. You know what, actually, if we're going to take this trade, we'd want to take it down way further. So let's see, so we've got 4,300 on the stop loss. And the take profit is, trying to get down to here, so that's 17,000. We'll do 16,500. Okay, and we need price to break the low. So the problem with the simulator is, well, actually what we can do is we can press play. Problem is, so it's breaking the low now. Okay, so we'll sell that there. Going up. Our only sort of issue we've got, if we get price coming down now, is this zone here. But I like taking my, yeah, so this could be an issue. See how price reacts, but this could be a potential issue if price comes down that far. Not an issue, price didn't come down that far. Okay, so 2 lows in a row, absolutely no worries. C, is that a zone as well underneath price at the moment? I believe it is. Okay. And that has gone 21.45. So we need to look at the size of the zone in comparison to the push out. So 20, 38, so it's not a zone. Okay. And we'll delete the selected as well. Clone that. No issues. Okay, so moving further on. Okay, go until 10:30. Yep, no zones. Okay, moving into Wednesday morning. 30-minute zones, anything here? Nothing. 15, nothing. 10, potentially up here. So we'll clone that and we'll go to the 1 minute time frame. Have a look. Nope, not a zone. Okay. Delete that. Potentially the zone on the 5 minute down here. Okay, so yeah, this is a potential zone. Let's see if we get price pushing into there at the open and blasted straight through it. So that is no longer a valid zone for us. And it's looking like we don't have any zones. I think price has already pushed through that. So yeah, you can see price did have issues getting through that, so we did bounce from that area. Okay, delete that. Let's see the size of this zone here. So there's loads of zones that happen, but it's just whether or not they're valid ones. So this one is actually valid. I'd prefer more consolidation at the top of the zone on the 1 minute time frame, but we will see how we get price reacting off that area if it comes back during the session. Nothing on Wednesday, so moving to the next. Hoping for a good trade moving into the sort of latter stages of the week. Nothing in the 15 minute, anything in the 10 minute. This could be a potential area of interest. You know, I'm just going to remove that so you can get the screen bigger. Apart from that, potentially up here. I keep saying potentially because you never know if price is going to turn. There's never ever 100% certainty with trades, and this is not a zone. I don't like the look of when price comes down and then it goes up, consolidate, and then down. Looking further left, yeah, nothing at the moment. Oops, did not mean that. Oh well, don't think there's any zones to be looked at anyway. Nah, nothing anyway, so that's fine. Oh well, we're in 9 o'clock, so that's all good. Nothing. So far, pretty boring. There's not really been very many opportunities to sort of educate on how I'm selecting zones either because there's just not been very many quality supply and demand zones at the moment. But we'll move into Friday. Delete that off the screen. Make sure I'm on the 5 minute time frame. Okay, starting the 30 minute time frame. Nothing for us there. 50-minute time frame, looking down and left. Potentially something in here for a drop base rally. Maybe something up here for a drop base drop. Go into the lower time frames. So what I'll do is on the 10-minute, place that there, and also place that there. So we can go to the lower time frames and have a look. Any 5-minute zones to be looked at? Nope, but for whatever reason, this did not clone. So the zone up here is not a zone. Delete that. But this one is nice. This is the best looking zone we've had so far. We've got a really strong drop, got a really nice basing, we've got a nice rally out of the area. So let's see, will we get price to push into that area for a trade? And at the moment, it doesn't look like we will. Okay, looking left though. Clone that, and we'll move further back. No, that's not a zone. Okay. Tricky, nothing really to be said. Boring, boring. Okay, into next week. We'll do one more week. And then we'll call it quits and we'll save the place where we're at, and we can move from there into the next day. 30-minute time frame. Let's see, anything further up here, but that's quite far from price. This has already been retested. There's something here as well. Some supply here. 10-minute time frame. Oh, it's a bit of a grind into there, so probably not going to want to take that either. 5 minutes. Maybe something up here, but again, we're so far away from it. It's just like, no, that's not good. Because you can see this zone, it's just a pivot. It's not a area where the price is built up. If price hadn't gone down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and just was straight down into this section, this would be a great zone, but it's not, so we cannot take it. Okay, back at the 5-minute. And this is why I look at multiple pairs in the London session for my strategy, because quality zones don't appear every single day on the lower time frames during the session. They probably happen every day. Well, I know they happen every day, but I'm not going to sit and stare at the screen for 15 hours of the day to try and get a setup, because that's just boring, to be honest. Okay. Not much action on this either. Nothing. Okay, moving into Tuesday. God, you're gonna think trading is the most boring thing in the world, which, to be honest, it's not exciting. It's only exciting when you're gambling, right? When you're not following a process. That's exciting. That gets your heart racing, like at the actual races, putting bets on the ponies. Okay, Let's see if we can get anything here. This is a potential 5 minute zone. It's not my favorite because we've not got price. It's kind of, there's all this choppy action next to it. Isn't great. These are the zones that are good. These ones down here. You got a big rate, big rally, a base and a rally. The one I've got here is a drop base rally, which is nice, but this is just chop in and amongst it. So we'll see if we can get a bounce from it, but I don't think it's the best zone to really be teaching on. Let me clone this one though, and we'll see if this one further left is good. No, it's crap. Right, market open, smashed it. So no trades on that because it was crap, and it just went straight through it. I bet that's actually an hourly zone. Yeah, this could be an hourly zone here. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is an hourly zone. That could be potentially turning point, but we're trading on the 5 minute. Straight through it as well. The DAX has not been kind to us for this week. I'm just going to check if this 5 minute, nope. And we will move into Wednesday. Let's see, come on, get a trade. 30 minute, 50 minute. It's a 30 minute zone up above. It's a 50-minute zone up here. Still not the best. Choppy as well. It's actually okay. Okay, the 5 minute time frame. Let's see. Can we get anything? Oh, it's never good when it just plummets like that. I went to the 1 minute time frame because I was just checking if there's any zone here, and there's not. That's so funny. It's bounced from there, but that's okay. Not something we'd have taken anyway. Okay, into Thursday. God, these simulator sessions are going to be really boring for y'all if you're watching this. Nothing's happened. Two losing trades. But only to get back to positive. Only need one good trade. Single good trade, and that's a potential zone for the 10 minute time frame. There's also something up here, and up here. Anything below? Probably not. Nothing below and left. Okay. Problem with this candle. So we've got a reaction from it. We need a 10 minute time frame. There we go. Well, it's not closed yet. This is what's annoying about the 10 minute. I need a confirmation candle of the same time frame. And often when it's at market opens, what you'll see happening is price pushing into it and then rejecting it and end up getting a really, well, kind of crappy risk to reward. However, we will take the trade even though we are miles away from our entry. Let's see. Don't know where we're going to take profit because we've not loaded enough on the chart. That's if it keeps going, but we will press play and get our tick data. Go 15 ticks at a time. Double check the 5-minute time frame. So we need to wait for price to break the low of this candle. Because there's so many times in the past I used to enter on the close of the candles, and the number of times that price then just goes reverses is ridiculous. So the high probability setup is waiting for candle lows to be broken, and it just might not ever happen. Oh, this is taking far too long. Look, complete reversal. And that is why we wait for candle lows to be broken. Pretty basic, but it's really important, I think. So we've gone from a losing trade, a losing trade to no trade and not having lost any capital. But it just means that you guys haven't seen another trade. So we could get a trade here. If this closes really bearish, we'll sell at the lows, which I think we are going to get a trade. All right, so price is breaking the low of here. Stop loss at 7.4, and we're just going to monitor the take profit. Too low or stop loss is set too far. Right, that's probably because the lot size is less risk 1%. There we go. Let's see what happens. Stuff it. We'll just go next bar. Ah. Okay, we're going. Almost stopped out there, but not quite. Let's monitor this on the 1 hour time frame. Our take profit is down here for whatever reason, but and we're stopped out. Not to worry. And into the Friday session. Not having the best time here on DAX, but this is what happens quite often. Delete that there as well. Okay. Potential zone here on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. Have we closed above the zone? No. And we have now, though. There is another zone higher up. And it is a zone. Not anymore, it's not. We got rattled all the way through it. The 1 minute time frame. Not the best. This price has already come back and retested it, so we're not going to try that zone. This will be the one that moves, and it didn't, so that's good for us. No FOMO. Okay, so that is our trading session. As you can see, this is the real raw truth of trading. You can go through periods of drawdown, even though, what was that, 3 losing trades in 2 weeks. Not the best. It would have been only what's that? Well, actually, no, that's probably about right. 1.5% loss for 3 trades, so that's okay. What we'll do is we'll save this, and we will come back. So that's DAX Sim Saturday. We'll come back next week, and we will go again. Thanks for watching.